Yo, what's happening?
Hey.
It's my sister. This is the oldest one of them all.
Number one of
Yeah.
nine.
She talk, I listen.
If it was only true. If it was only true.
But we're gonna here to talk about exactly that. Talking about stuff.
Yes.
Exactly that. So, perfect person to talk about it with is the one that I'm supposed to be listening to.
Supposed to
Supposed to be. So, check this out. All right. So the
be.
question, the thing we actually start talking about it, and I said, you know what? Let me make a video about it. Since we're talking about it, let's talk about. We always talk about dumb stuff. It's important, but it's dumb to us because we know it, and most people, for
Most
some reason,
people
don't
take
know
it for granted.
Yes. They take yes.
Yes.
I like being outside. I like the ambiance. You know, the nice. Ooh, the sun feels so
The
good
sun
on this.
feels
Yeah, it feels good. If you don't have any sunlight, I'm sorry.
good. Sorry.
My sister, she's in the England, and her son, she has none.
Maybe.
And she said she was underneath the blankets the other day. Sorry, sis.
Sorry.
I got sun on me. Well, hope you jelly.
Basking.
But so this is about talking and listening. And if people say stuff or don't say anything, will anything ever change? Because one of the problem I'm having is when I want to make these videos and talk about other things apart from just DTF or technical stuff, because that's my thing. I have a technical brain. So when I talk about stuff, it's usually technical stuff on most of my videos. As you can see, it's technical stuff. So when I start talking about politics, because that's what me
Yeah,
and her
that's
talk
what we
about
talk
all the
about,
time.
politics.
Yeah, a lot of politics.
And the world around us today,
Yes.
as opposed to, I'm almost 60, so when I was growing up, how different things was from how it is now. It gets a little heated. It gets a little heated when we start talking about what's happening in the world today, which is a little bit crazy because when I was growing up, we the kids could go out and play, and we just know we come back before the street lights comes on. I mean, now if you're not in the yard with them, they can't go outside. Not like most kids want to anyway. They got some things to
Right,
do.
right. That's true. That's true. I mean, I do too. I'm stuck in my basement. Well, I have issues, so I can't put my lump myself with anybody else.
Right.
I'm pretty much I'm a unique. I'm literally a unique person.
Yes, you are. Very
And
unique.
you ask most people that anybody actually know me, they'll tell you I'm a unique individual, in more ways than one. I can't even take medication like everybody else does.
Can't even drink Irish moss.
Seriously, I'm an extremely unique individual. So even made a shirt that says 1,000% unique, and that's not a lie. I'm literally that unique. I'm probably one in a billion, if not a trillion. Now, so the thing is, when we talk about stuff, or when I talk about stuff, I usually get, oh, stop talking about that, or don't say stuff about this, and don't say. The thing is, if you don't say anything about stuff, how will anything change?
That is true. Look at it this way. If somebody comes to your house and they don't know how you like stuff, and they come in every day and they take off their jacket and they throw it on the sofa the first time, you don't say anything. You might pass, pick up the jacket, and put it away. What do you think they're going to do the next time they come? You didn't say anything. So they're going to come the next time and they're going to put the jacket back on the sofa again. And you might grumble and complain every time this person come to my house, they put the jacket on the sofa, but you didn't tell them that's not where the jacket goes. So it's not going to change. You need to say something. And if you don't say anything, things are going to continue to be exactly the way that they are. Protesting is a way of saying something needs to change. Because if we don't say we don't like it and it needs to change, it's going to stay exactly the way they are.
Nothing will ever change if you don't say something, and that's the thing. People don't get it. You have to say something. If you don't say something, then what's the point in even complaining about it? You didn't say something the first time, so why say something now? And if it keeps happening and you don't say something, then why are you getting mad at all?
Well, you didn't say anything. Don't get mad at me. You didn't say anything. I didn't know you don't like your jacket on the sofa. Because I came here 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and that's where I put it. You didn't say not to put it there. Don't get mad at me.
Oh, here's another thing. You notice how, I'm not trying to bash this company, but I'm going to use them as an example. You notice how if you have an Apple device, how when you have a problem, their only solution is nuclear? And we all do know what I mean. You can't just take an Apple device to the store and they just take 2 or 3 settings and fix the problem. No, their initial solution to the problem is to wipe the whole thing. You ever notice that?
Mm-hmm. I don't really use Apple devices, so I'm just saying
But every time I have an issue with an Apple device, every time, never fails. As soon as I have a problem with an Apple device, I take it to the store. The first thing it says, wipe it clean.
I'm not a tech person, so I don't need nothing that's going to give me too much headache.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, well,
okay.
Well, I'm telling you right now.
I need something that is self-explanatory and you use it. If I have a problem, I come to you and you fix it. So I'm good with that. I don't use Apple devices. It's too complicated for me.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, Apple people.
So, well, bad example then. Bad example. Well, let me try something else.
Please.
Well, so, all right. If you ever notice how people get upset after you do something, she just said, you come to their house 5, 6, 7 times, they do something.
The same thing.
Right, the same thing
Nobody
that you said nothing about.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And after about the 10th, 15th, 20th time, the person lose their ever-loving mind and you're standing there with your...
Like, what did I do?
Yeah, exactly, with that expression, what happened expression.
Mm-hmm.
And you're wondering, exactly, what happened? Why is this person so mad? Because they went totally nuclear on you. The nuclear option, when you had no clue why this person even went nuclear on you. Because nobody said anything.
Nobody said nothing.
And this is why it's important to say stuff.
The first time. The first time somebody come to you, to your house, drop their jacket on the sofa, you say, excuse me, honey, really sweet. This is not where we keep our jackets, whether they are 2 or 52.
Or even 102.
Even 102. You say, sweetie, this is not where we keep our jackets. We keep it over here. So next time when you come, just put it here. And trust and believe it will never happen again. Because if it does happen again, then you have all right to go nuclear.
Clear, exactly. But you have to you have to say something at some point. You can't just go full nuclear. And here's where we have the problem. People go full nuclear and then everybody stand up and go, okay, why are we going nuclear? And then in the same breath, they don't expect the person on the receiving end to go nuclear as well.
Uh-huh. Husbands, your wives are not mind readers. Wives, your husbands are definitely not mind readers. They are not. You need to say what's bothering you the first time. Because the person you're talking to will not know what is going on in your head if you do not tell them. Okay? You have to say something.
Even if the person get upset,
You have to say something.
even if the person get upset, it's better to get upset than go nuclear.
Exactly.
It really is.
Exactly. You
It's
have
better to
say
go. It's,
something.
and honestly, if a person get upset, they're only upset for like maybe an hour or two. Some people can hold a grudge for a day or a week, but
Yeah.
it's for a short period of time. The nuclear option is usually a permanent option.
Yeah, because you might get blow up at somebody and you say wrong things and they say wrong things because you said wrong things to them, and there goes your marriage, your friendship, your sisterhood, your brotherhood. There it goes. It's
It's done.
gone.
It's gone.
For
permanent.
what? Because somebody didn't
Say
say
something.
something.
So those nuclear options, we shouldn't get there. And this is what's going on now. This is not just a house issue. We're using a house issue because it's small scale.
Yes.
I've been teaching her small scale, and this is how I see she goes small scale. Some of my stuff's rubbing off on her. Love when a good plan comes together.
Uh-huh.
So you go small scale. If you want to solve a problem, here's a real good tip. If you want to solve any problem, this is any problem. This is how you separate leaders from followers. A good leader knows how to solve a problem is to always break any problem, no matter how big, no matter how massive, no matter how gigantic the problem may seem. If you take that problem and shrink it to its smallest components, and then slowly build up from there, you'll solve that problem every time, guaranteed. You'll figure out if that thing needs to be thrown out, start from scratch, or is worth saving.
Yep.
If a person cannot take a big problem and shrink it, they're not a leader, they're a follower.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not supposed to pick sides. I know I'm not supposed to, but I'm gonna pick a side because I have to pick a side. Because unfortunately, this is 2024. And this election cycle.
Unfortunate.
This election cycle.
24.
This election cycle has never been. It's funny, but there has never been an election cycle so clear in my lifetime. I've never seen one.
Never. You always have to
Even-
sit and think about
You
it.
you usually have to think about it.
But this time there's no thinking.
there is no
There's no
thinking.
thinking.
It's so black and white.
It's freedom or democracy.
Blue,
one or the
yellow.
other.
It's so opposite. It's so yin and
Night
yang.
and day.
It's so
yeah.
there's no middle ground,
no middle ground.
anywhere.
No.
You know,
Freedom or bondage, one or the other.
there is no middle ground. Bush and Clinton. There's a huge middle ground.
Huge middle.
Bill Obama and the guy that died.
Yeah, McCain.
McCain. There was such a middle ground.
yes.
There was almost nothing to separate them.
them almost.
You get what I'm saying? But this
one?
is so
Ooh.
clear. It's so
Night and day.
black and white. You cannot. If you say you're on the fence,
You're not living.
I'm-
You didn't come out of your basement.
I'm gonna be very nice. That's nice.
That's nice.
That's nice.
That's,
But
You're not nice.
I'm trying to be nice.
you're trying to be nice,
But
but,
my
you're not nice.
my nice is not gonna be quite that nice. You have to be.
Not
I
even
don't-
living under a rock.
I don't think the word exists.
No, because there is no word for what is happening in our society, in our country, here today. There is no word for it.
I don't think there's a word for it
There's no word to be on
because
the
it's
fence.
so, it's literally it's black and white. There is no middle ground
There's no
anywhere.
gray area.
There's no gray area.
none.
There's none. There's not a gray area. It's either you're choosing evil or you're choosing
Good.
Good. Or
That's it.
Or you're choosing the country, or you're choosing a person, or you're choosing rights, or you're choosing no
wrong.
rights.
Yeah, rights or no rights.
Rights
Yes.
or no rights. That's literally your choices. There is
That's
no
true.
middle ground
No middle ground
anywhere in this
anywhere.
2024 election. So if you say you're on the fence, you are. I don't. The word don't exist.
That's
The
true.
word truly don't exist. Because if I call you crazy, I'm crazy.
Yeah, I'm crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
and I can pick a side.
Yeah.
If I call you stupid, and then I know a stupid person, and they already pick a side. So the word don't exist yet for you. Because it's too black and white, too clear and obvious in this 2024 election. It's too clear. The choices cannot be any clearer. What are you going to choose for? Are you going to choose America, or are you going to choose a person? Those are your choices. Are you going to choose rights? Are you going to choose your rights? Or are you going to choose no rights?
Simple.
It's really not that complicated.
It's not that complicated. It's not at all.
So I'm here talking about exactly what I'm saying. Now I'm talking about, we're just talking about it.
Yeah.
So now I don't have to choose the nuclear option because I'm talking about what's bothering me.
Yes.
Now your turn to talk about what's bothering you. Because it's not the ball's in your court. Are you going to let these people trample over your choices?
Trample over your
Your
rights.
freedoms?
Your freedom.
Your
yes.
rights?
Because
It
these
may-
are yours.
It may sound like a simple thing on the surface and everything. And here's the thing. Again, leaders from followers. A leader knows
A leader,
what surface tension
what's
looks
the
like.
people? The leader leads for the people. A follower does what the leader says.
Alright.
Okay?
And
You
it-
look out for your people. And all you have to do is remember this. America is the land of the free because of the brave.
Not the brave. I don't know.
Because of the brave. If you listen, our
Ain't no
soldiers,
brave involved in that.
listen,
Listen, man.
Listen,
Listen.
our
I'm
soldiers.
veteran.
You're a veteran.
I'm a
you
veteran.
know.
I'ma
Your
tell you.
soldiers go out
It's not the
there.
brave. They keep saying this brave thing. I don't know where this
It's-
brave thing came
It's
from.
because of the brave.
It's because of people who are willing to sacrifice.
Willing to stand up.
It's no brave nothing. Y'all need to stop this brave foolishness. I don't know where it came from, and it needs to stop. But it's people who are willing to sacrifice their lives for others. So others and their kids and their generation that
Can
comes
enjoy
after
the
them
freedom.
can enjoy the freedom that they're willing to give their lives for. They're not suckers, and they'll never be losers.
Never.
Never in my eyes.
Right here. Never suckers or losers.
They gave something that my own damn kids don't even want to do.
I'm not letting my nephews do that.
And they were born and raised right here. So,
They are not doing it.
okay?
Oh, my son did that too. My son is a Marine, so.
Okay, so let me tell you something. Y'all can go ahead and keep voting for people that don't care about you.
Or
keep-
your loved ones.
Exactly, or your loved ones, and you do or say nothing about it. Because these people have no problems trampling all over your freedom and your rights.
And I believe that if we do the wrong thing in November, we will never get the chance to change it. Not in our lifetimes. We won't get the chance to change it. Because if you read Project 2025, these people have plans so that this will never happen. Once it happened this one time, It's never going to happen again. Just so you know, I and my brother would never voluntarily move to North Korea. Never. And I don't think none of you would either. Voluntarily move to North Korea. Voluntarily move to Russia. I don't think you would do that. So why would you voluntarily vote for Russia and North Korea to become this country, this land that we love? I don't think that's what you want. Hitler was a duly elected person. He was a democratically elected person. And we hear one of our candidates spewing the same things that Hitler used to say. And he was a duly democratically elected person. The first Kim, back in whenever it was, I don't have dates, so I'm not going to lie. But the first Kim.
But Vladimir Putin was duly elected.
Duly elected person. Vladimir Putin was duly elected. And now they take over, and Vladimir Putin have sham elections. Sham. He claims that they are elections, but they're not. Because if anybody run against him, they end up dead. Like, seriously. You run against him and you end up dead, and he wins. Yeah, because that's what he does. So even if we have elections after this, there will be sham elections. Or we will just do like North Korea and just have no elections at all.
So
this is our future.
So like I said, you either can sit there and be quiet and accept whatever happens to you, and then you go nuclear, or you start speaking up now. Again, you gotta talk up or suffer the consequences.
That's all.
These are your options.
Speaking up is voting. I can't tell you who to vote for.
I'm not gonna tell you to vote for either.
But like we said, the option, it's obvious.
It's clear. It's very clear.
Obvious.
It's extremely clear. I mean, you can't get no clearer than this.
You can't get no clearer.
So if you're on the fence, the word don't exist for you.
It's obvious. The choice
is either you're choosing yourself,
the choice is
or
obvious.
you're choosing somebody else. Because that's literally what it is. You're going to choose for you, or you're choosing somebody else.
The choice is obvious.
Choice or no choice.
Yeah, that's it. And people out there who says, I don't know, both of them are, they're old and blah, 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 none of them is good. That's not true. Yes, we have two old men. We have one good and one bad. One good, one evil. Okay? So, talking about you're not voting means, seriously, you're choosing evil. Not good, evil. So, you need to vote. You have the right to vote. You're born and raised in this country. You're 18. Go out, register, and vote. Please vote.
Hey, your little one vote may not feel like you're doing nothing.
But you're doing
everything. Listen
everything.
to this.
You're doing everything.
Listen to this. If you have a pipe that's dripping, right? And you put a bucket underneath that drip. When you come back in a few hours, what happened? That bucket's full, right? Just from that one drip every so often. So your one vote, compared with another one vote, will fill the bucket.
You gotta do something. You gotta get up and do something.
Something is always better than nothing.
You gotta do something.
Just do something. But I'm talking, she's talking. Your turn to say something.
Your turn. Go.
We said our piece. Hopefully you listen. If you didn't listen, well, I don't know what to tell you. Peace.